Hello vinyl community, welcome back to my next video installment. And this is a theme that comes from the heart, because today I want to talk about records your love, your loved one, your wife will also love, will also like. Maybe I can inspire you to do what I do sometimes with my wife, and that is making a music evening where we put out some records and listen together. And those are usually very nice, very romantic, very beautiful evenings. And so I picked up a few records who are in the normal case. Of course, if your wife is a hardcore punk, she won't like the records I recommend now. But I've made some very good evenings with these records, and so I give you some recommendations of records of which I am quite sure that your wife will like them, maybe even more. So we start with a very sure bet, with one of the most beautiful records and also one of the best sounding records you will ever hear, and this is Gets Gilberto. Probably know it inside out. This is the analog production pressing, which is at the moment the best pressing which you can get. Has been out of print for a little time, but now but now it's back in print, and you can get it very easily on the shops. Second one, which is a little harder to get, but one of the best sounding records I own, and also an all-time classic. It's T for the Tillerman by Cat Stevens, also an analog pressing. Fantastic record. Every song is incredible good. There are hits like Father and Son, Where Do the Children Play. It's tremendously good record. Belongs in every collection. Your wife will probably love it. Another one, I know we are going a little more jazzy again, is Kenny Burrell's Midnight Blue. One of the best records I've ever heard. Again, an analog productions pressing. I also have the SRX Music Matters, but this one is too hard to get. If you try to get this record in an audiophile manner, take the analog production. It's much easier to get. And then there's a guy which is tremendous voice. I don't know any wife who doesn't love his voice. He's an all-time classic, and it's Mr. Nat King Cole. Always a highlight in every evening when we put on Nat King Cole. He has such a beautiful voice. My wife loves him. Very, very good record. Now something more timely from the 90s. It's Diana Krall. This is a release from Org Music, the original recordings group. Very beautiful pressing. They are still in print, you still get them. It's a beautiful mood in the room when you hear her. She does a great job on this one, and also does Org Music. And of course, always on the list is Time Out by Dave Brubeck. One of the best jazz records ever recorded, and one of the best sounding records I own. It's on the same league as the Stan Getz, a record I showed at the beginning. You will love it. Your wife will love it. And now something a little different. Maybe you've heard of her. Gillian Welch, Soul Journey. She put so much effort in her recordings. I really recommend you to give this record a trial. It's not only a good record, it's a tremendously good recording. That's audiophile recordings in the best sense. The label is Econy. I think maybe it's her own. I'm not sure, but give that one a try. You and your wife will love it. And then again, one of the most successful records of all time, the 45 RPM pressing of Fleetwood Mac's Rumors. Probably heard the record. Also a very welcome guest on every music evening with my wife. Highly recommend it. Put it on, you have a beautiful evening. And then always a sure bet, at least in my case, it's Mr. Frank Sinatra. It's a Mophie edition I show here now. Some of the Mophies are hard to get. Some of them are still very gettable. This is only one. You can put on nearly every Frank Sinatra record. It's a sure bet. So these are some tips, some recommendations if you want to have. The picture shakes because one of my dogs, Friedrich, tries to catch a fly, and so he jumps off and on. So I hope you could see everything as it was intended. And please don't forget to subscribe. I have a lot of viewers, but I would be happy if I have some more subscribes. Would help my channel. I hope you liked the video. Put down your comments below. I will answer them all. And hope to see you on my next video. Okay, thank you. Bye.